Brian, you are joining the Rock and Roll Reunion Party, which begins, the party begins here and ends up somewhere else nearby, probably after 8:30 or 9 o'clock after the pizza. Vito, tell us more about what you're doing and some other stuff going on these days.
Well, you know, like I said, 54 years later, there's still a lot going on, and I just look around this room alone.
I mean, his personal record sales.
I'm looking at Tony Middleton. Tony and I know each other before the Elegance.
That's right.
I had my first group, the Crescents, and we were signed to Club Records together.
About what year was that?
What was his name? Danny?
56.
Danny.
Dan Terry.
Dan Terry.
Yeah, 1956.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was 2 years before Little Star.
That's great. What do you think, Gene?
I'm impressed. First of all, I was just telling you, I wore out 3 of those copies of Little Star when I was a kid. And then when I met Vito, he had an agency. And I walked in and I was in awe. And he became my agent. We became such close friends. And to me, he's still rock and roll royalty. I swear.
Thank you so much. I mean, I actually, in the 60s, when the Beatles dissipated the music as we knew it, I created a band called Beau Jest and the Legions, and we actually created a band and tried to emulate the Rascals. So I went through the 60s being a Rascalette.
How much you owe me? How much you owe me?
Well, it's an even wash with the 3 copies you burned.
Let's try to get our royalties somewhere along the way.
Well, I have a couple more songs to play because we're doing a rock and roll show here, as you probably people know. And Frank Morano's here. Do you want to just you want to come up for a moment or say hello and tell us about your newspaper? And yeah, just grab the microphone.
I'm having a good time here, seeing all the celebrities and beautiful music. Gene Cornish of the Rascals is. Hey, I grew up with the Rascals.
Me too.
You did? Oh, you too. David Brigati was what was he? The 5th Rascal?
He sang the background of most of our hits. Yeah, he was actually.
And he made those bird sounds in the back of the Reuben.
That's Eddie Brigati and David Brigati messing
Hello, Eddie
around.
and David.
And they it became birds.
And you guys, birds. Well, that's the bird watchers all loved you. Now, you started in Garfield, New Jersey.
Lodi, New Jersey. The Choo Choo Club was our first gig.
Okay. But the Brigatis were from Garfield.
They were from Garfield, and Joey D. Absolutely. Was in with the Starlighters, and Felix and I and Eddie were in the Starlighters later on. Joey was from Lodi.
Well, one of my favorite Starlighters, a later edition, was Bobby Valley, Frankie Valley's brother. I worked with him, and he did a wonderful job with the Starlighters.
And Bob Gudio is going to be calling in momentarily. And sir, why don't you tell us your name? We actually know who you are, but just tell us.
Well, I'm Ron Clementi from Jersey City.
It's a pleasure to have you here tonight for this rock and roll sensation. I know it wouldn't be the same without you and Bob. Said Bob, you listen to Bob's show and our shows all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Pleasure.
Yes, absolutely. I'm up at night and I tune right to WPAT and listen to Bob's show, and I'm happy to request songs that I'd love to hear that I haven't heard in a while. And the only place I can really find that is on radio, live radio.
Do you have a question for any of these wonderful celebrities, performers, rock and roll people? Anything that comes to mind right here?
Will you be performing together ever in the future?
Any particular one you want to address? Or all?
Well, this is for all that I hear.
Oh yeah, we're all going to sing in a few minutes.
Linda, you want to join in?
Pretty much all of us wind up.
You can't do that.
We wind up working often, as it is now. Matter of fact, Barbara of the Toys and the Elegance, we've seen each other probably at least once or twice a month.
Very good. And I must mention if I want
You're not.
negotiations.
Let's go.
Very serious negotiations.